Morning. Starting the garden tour from the back because we have something new. Our tree in the back here, which has not given us any fruit for the past 2 years, bloomed but never fruited, is finally starting to fruit. I'll insert a picture. We also have a baby, mom, she didn't have babies yet, but robin nesting in the tree. Just kind of fun. So back here, we have the blackberries my mom gave me, all in full bloom. I think there's going to be tons of blackberries if I get them before the birds. I should say today is April, I believe it's 27th. Yeah, I believe so, yeah. And that's the girls making noise. We have blackberry. I think I might actually have to start taking out some of my not onions, what am I, shallots. I have tons. Peas are doing very well. Might be a little overgrown. There's a sunflower that's self-planted. It's my only one though. Normally I have many more sunflowers that self-sow. So I'm a little disappointed about that, but I'm gonna save seeds this year and make sure I can plant more next year. Potatoes. Over here we have more potatoes over here, which I found out maybe I shouldn't be planting them next to the chickens, so I might move that next year. We have cabbage, Chinese cabbage, it's heading. And I'm gonna try to make kimchi, I think. I ordered the chili powder for it, green chili powder. So I'm gonna give it a try. Back here is apple trees. I planted 2 in the same hole. They seem to be doing healthy so far. Let's see. I have too many Jerusalem artichokes. They're still coming up over here, so I'm kind of clearing them out. They are chicken feed. My regular cabbage, in between those 2 Chinese cabbage, almost everywhere in the garden except for one looks like it's a trap crop catching bugs. So I didn't take it out so it could just keep the bugs happy and maybe keep it away from my other cabbage. We have carrots here. This is my second round of carrots. Spaced them out a little bit. Might need to thin them a little bit more. Back here, I need to take off the take off the bottom leaves of some of the cabbages and give that lettuce there that you can see in the middle some extra space, but I'm actually going to transplant that. I'm just using this as a nursery right now for the lettuce. Okay, on the other side of the garden we have, I bought some more strawberries. Really want to get some strawberries for the girls, but I seem to fail every year. There's some more peas there doing okay. There's my alpine strawberries. No fruit on them yet. Well, there's one fruit, but I think mice actually might get my fruit on those. Chamomile, which I'm going to need to cut back some. I'm actually using it as chop and drop to put, to kind of mulch my plants. Sorrel, red vein sorrel. It's very pretty. I have one on this side and then one on the other side. Very pretty. Then we have My artichoke is doing extremely well. Next to it is a Spanish radish I've let go to seed so I can cut the seeds. Cabbage, like I said, this is the one that doesn't look like it's a trap crop. And you would think the tent is working well, but the other tent I had the same cabbage and it got completely ate up to the point that I actually just pulled it out of the tent and I planted a squash. So we'll see how that does over there. I have my tomatoes in. Let me get closer. There's one of them top left. More peas. Again, I'm going to use this chamomile to mulch the ground, just do a chop and drop. I'm opting to do that versus going and getting mulch. This is my first round of carrots I planted, as well as my second round of beets that I planted this year. Carrots, let's see what they're looking like. It's starting to get bigger. No heads on the top of it yet. I don't see any. Oh, really good size. They're getting there. And then the beets. Fairly good size. I think they're bulb up. My ones in the greenhouse do not appear to be bulbing up quite. But these don't have the thing where they're pushing up out of the ground. I don't know why some of my stuff doesn't bulb up, but it doesn't. Some turnips I have planted here with chamomile that came up by itself. I'm letting this chamomile go ahead. I'm harvesting it. I haven't been making tea. A weed called Cleavers. I'm leaving that to let it go to, it produces little berries, and then you're supposed to be able to take the berries, roast them, and make the coffee substitute. So just kind of curious. I'm going to go ahead and let them do their thing and then harvest them. Mint, and I do let my mint just go wild in the garden like you're not supposed to, but I just harvest it pretty aggressively. That's a pokeweed I should probably pull out, but it always comes back. Raspberries along the fence here. They're very pretty. There's my shadow. Nasturtium. This is actually a little section right here. I failed to plant nasturtium everywhere else, but it really worked really well here in that little patch of soil next to the greenhouse door. So, wanting to pickle the nasturtium buds to make a caper substitute. So I love capers, and so I want to see if those taste like that. It's supposed to be a good substitute. We have my tomatoes in the greenhouse. They have blooms on them. There's a pepper right there too. And then these are not jalapeno peppers on this right hand side. In the back, I have some regular chili peppers that are hot. So I won't be able to collect seeds in here just because they'll cross-pollinate weeds. And then we have another tomato, and here's my beets. Like I said, they're not bulbing up like they should, but I have found that I really like the beet greens, and so I will be harvesting those for lettuce. And tomatoes, this is Moro tomatoes are blooming in the greenhouse. I do try to come through and tap them a bit so that we can get pollination. And there's some more over here. Yep. So hopefully I'll get early tomatoes. That's the plan. My eggplant, looking happy. I'm starting to see some little nibbles on it, but hopefully. The grapes are finally starting to perk up again. I had taken them out of the greenhouse and they kind of started to flail, so I put them back in here. Front buds. I'm weeding these this morning, and I have some little lettuce starts in there that I'm going to be transplanting and spacing out. Garlic, still pretty happy. We have a potato back there. More lettuce. Grape. More grapes. Peach has, I think it's peach curl. There are fruits on there. I haven't seen the squirrels started going after them yet. And I'm going to nut the tree as soon as I see the squirrel. But I was hoping to let maybe the leaf curl seems to be just on the original leaves, not on the secondary leaves that have come out.